here with Joe Pilson of Pittston Pottery. And Joe, what are we making today?
Today we are making berry baskets.
Ooh, fun.
Yes, berry season will be here soon.
Yes.
So we want to make sure we have our basket. You can rinse your berries, put it on the tray, and then you can just take it right to the table or eat it in front of the TV.
Genius idea. Okay, so how do we get started?
Okay, so we both have a slab of clay in front of us. So this is called a rib. So you're going to take your rib.
All right.
And you're going to use the straightest part of the rib, doesn't matter which side.
Okay.
And you're just going to go over the clay gently because you can see, so this clay has traveled from Tamaqua to Dallas.
Okay.
And it has been between plastic. So there is some marks on there. Just kind of erase it all. Don't squish the ends. And the slabs are about 3/8 of an inch thick. For classes, I usually like to use thicker slabs, just in case when we use rollers, if you press too hard, you're not going to go straight through the clay. So now we're going to take our cutout. And we're just going to lay it on top of the clay. We're not going to cut yet. And we're just going to tap, 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 just to get an outline in the clay of the cutout. And then lift it up, and you should be able to see your outline. So next we're going to take these textured rollers. We have lots of rollers to choose from, so I chose a basket weave roller. So I'll go ahead and I'll do mine first, and you can see. So this is the outside of our berry basket. And now I'm going to do all four. And it's easy to do it with it pushing it away from you. You don't have to press real hard with these little rollers. And then I'm going to turn my clay.
That looks great.
To do here.
Boy,
and you
that's
see the
just
clay
like-
is stretching as you're doing it, but that's okay.
It's like such a whole different take on pottery that I've seen before.
Yes.
You know, where you throw it in.
Yes.
Like this is very controlled.
Yes. So now this is the bottom of our basket. These are the outside walls. You want to pick up your slab and release it from the slab mat because this wants to stick. We're going to put our name in the center of the bottom.
All right.
So I'm just going to put my initials, JPP. Okay, now we're actually going to cut it. So you can just go ahead and, just like a cookie cutter.
Cookie cutter,
Yes.
yes.
And I go around and I just give an extra push. So then you can lift up your cookie cutter. Some clay might come with it, which is fine. And we just set that off to the side. We don't need it anymore. All right, so now we're going to do the holes for our berry basket. So you have a cutter there. So what you want to remember when you're using this is you want the higher part towards the top of the basket. So just remember to do the highest part away from you. Because if you do it this way, your holes are going to end up touching each other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's the hardest part, is trying to remember to do that. And then just go ahead and cut it out like a cookie cutter. And lift it out. Clay might stretch a little, that's okay. And then you have a pin tool. You can take your pin tool and just pop those out.
Okay.
And then you're going to do it 3 more times.
How adorable is this? It's just like the little ones you get in the grocery store, except these are a lot nicer.
Right. And pick your clay up, and we're going to do it 2 more times. So as you can see, there's some like little pieces of scrap around there. So just take your pin tool and just go around and clean it up a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect. So now we're going to take our bevel tool, and that's what this is. Here's yours.
Oh, okay.
We're going to use the short end.
All right.
And right here, this line here is going to go against the slab mat, okay? And these little corners here, so we're going to bevel it, and they're going to come together, and they're going to overlap like this. So we don't want to just do what they call like a butt joint, where you have 2 straight edges coming together. We want to bevel it so you can overlap them and you get a better chance of it staying together.
All right.
So I did this one. We're going to do this one now. So I just flip my mat, and I'm going to go here, and you flip your mat again, and just look like every other one. 1 on each corner. And then we're back to the beginning, so then we're going to flip our clay. You want to be very careful. Now this is going to be the inside of your basket.
All right.
And we're going to do that process all over again. So you see, this is the edge here that we had already beveled.
All right.
Okay.
Now we're doing this side.
And then we're going to do this side, yeah, and every other one. So now we're going to take our scoring tool, which it looks like a broomstick, and we're going to score those beveled edges. So you just scratch them up, each beveled edge. So in order for 2 pieces of clay to come together, you have to score, which is what we're doing, and then you have to add, they say slip, but I use magic water. Magic water is soda ash, sodium silicate, and water. You could use vinegar too.
Oh.
Some potters use vinegar, or like slip is just liquid clay.
So if you were like attaching a handle or something to something, you'd have to do that.
Yes, you have to score and you have to slip. So now we're going to start the process of folding it up. So the clay's kind of soft, and now I'm going to take my brush. This is the magic water in this little cup here. And you're only going to put water on 1 corner, one edge on each corner. And it might come apart, but we're going to play with it each time we go around. Pinch those corners to help it stand up a little bit taller.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. And then you might have to work on your corners because like mine are starting to come apart a little bit.
Yeah, mine did
And
too.
just use your fingers. So I have damp sponges here. So we can wet our fingers. You can pretty much smooth that over with just a wet finger. So I'll be doing a few of these classes coming up.
Okay, this is,
the
yeah,
next
what a
couple
nice
weeks.
idea for the spring and your
Yeah.
berries and blueberry season and
Strawberries.
strawberry
Oh.
season and
Love strawberries. So I teach here at the Back Mountain Makery. This is the majority of the places that I teach my classes. I do private parties once in a while, and you can find all my pottery either here at the Back Mountain Makery. You can also find my work at Studio 895 in New Ringgold, at Local Fair in Jim Thorpe, and Circle 25 in Whitehaven. If you're interested in taking the class, you can log on to my Facebook page, and you can go under events, and all my events are listed there. You can purchase the tickets right there, and you can also see pictures of my work. And also I'm on Instagram, so it's Pittston Pottery on Facebook and on Instagram.
we had so much fun, and I know everyone's going to want to make a berry basket and have
Yes.
it ready for the berry season ahead.
Yes.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you for having me.